What's up, drumheads? I'm sorry for being absent from YouTube. I say this every time I make a new video. I've been doing a lot of work for Drumeo lately. I actually work for them full-time now, so I fly up there every couple months, shoot some stuff, come back home and edit it. But it's been really fun, and I really enjoy it. But that's no excuse to leave you guys hanging, so I am sorry. I moved to Nebraska. It's very cold and remote, but we bought a house, which I'm pretty hyped about. And this is the new basement studio. It's a work in progress. But enough of that. Meinl was kind enough to send me a shit ton of their pure alloy and pure alloy custom cymbals to try out. So let's see what we got. 14-inch medium hi-hats, 17-inch medium crash, 18-inch thin crash, 19-inch medium crash, 20-inch thin crash, 22-inch thin ride, 24-inch medium ride, 10-inch splash, 18-inch china, 14-inch medium thin hi-hats, 17-inch medium thin crash, 19-inch medium thin crash, 22-inch medium thin ride. I feel like I'm playing a video game and I'm trying to decide which cymbals I want to use. 10-inch splash, 12-inch trash stack, 12-inch trash china, 18-inch trash china, 15-inch extra thin hammered hi-hats, 16-inch extra thin hammered crash, 18-inch extra thin hammered crash, 20-inch trash crash, 15-inch extra hammered hi-hats, 16-inch extra hammered crash, 18-inch extra hammered crash, 20-inch extra hammered crash, 20-inch extra hammered ride, and a 22-inch extra hammered ride. Oh God. Now, instead of doing a sound demo of each cymbal where I like hit it and let it ring out forever, I'm just gonna play them and do like a side-by-side comparison. So 2 bars of this cymbal, 2 bars of that cymbal, and so on, you know? I feel like that's more interesting. Now, if you hear a cymbal you like, but my terrible drumming is drowning out the beautiful overtones of the alloy, then head over to Meinl Cymbals' website. They have crystal clear sound demos of every cymbal I'm about to play today, as well as every cymbal in their lineup. Great tool to use if you're thinking about buying some new cymbals. I guess after each demo, I'll kind of give my thoughts and pick my favorite cymbals from that batch. I think I would pick the 15-inch extra thin hammered hats. I always prefer thinner hi-hats because it kind of gives you that like papery, buttery sound. Drummers explain things in the weirdest way. But yeah, I like hi-hats that have some give. With thinner hi-hats, you do lose a bit of stick definition as opposed to like a thick hat. And also the chick isn't as prominent, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Thinner hi-hats I feel like kind of blend in the mix better instead of being so, you know, sharp and in your face. Let's check out the ride cymbals. I just realized I forgot to demo the 20-inch hammered ride. There's too many cymbals, bro. I can't keep track of this. If I had to pick a ride from that bunch, it would be the 22-inch thin ride. Again, I love thinner cymbals, so the thinner rides are where it's at. There's kind of this wobble, this like bounce to thinner rides. It almost like plays the stick for you, it kind of like rebounds it back. Whereas on a thicker cymbal, it feels like you're hitting a piece of glass or something. It's disgusting. Also, you can crash on thinner ride cymbals. You can technically crash on a thicker ride cymbal, but it's not gonna feel good. Like, you ever hit a baseball in a wrong spot and it just vibrates your whole freaking arm? Or like you hit a golf ball wrong and your hands are just destroyed. That's how I feel about crashing on thick ride cymbals. Let's check out the crash cymbals. Out of the crashes, the ones that I like the most, I'm gonna pick two, is the 20-inch extra hammered crash and the 20-inch trash crash. I like larger crash cymbals. The first Meinl cymbal I ever bought, like 10 years ago, was a Byzance 20-inch extra thin hammered crash, and I absolutely loved it. And the pure alloy one is a little bit thicker, but it still sounds so good. Nice and dark. And the trash crash, I just love any cymbal that has holes in it. It has a faster decay, it won't ring on forever. And they have this kind of like dark, airy whoosh to them, especially this 20-inch one. Let's see what else we got. Splashes and chinas. I honestly think my favorite cymbal out of all of these is this 12-inch trash stack. This thing sounds so freaking good. One of my other favorite cymbal sets I have is the Matt Garska temporal stack, I think it is. And this thing totally has that same exact vibe. I love that both cymbals have holes in them. It lets all the air escape. If you tighten it down, you get this really fast, like chick sound. And if you loosen it up a bit, you get this kind of whooshy, gushy, mini stack sound. It's beautiful. So this would be my overall pick, top pick, Meinl Pure Alloy. Also, I'm just a stack fanatic, like, I love stacks. So that's pretty much the Meinl Pure Alloy line. I think there's a few other ones, like Benny Greb's new sand hats are part of the Pure Alloy line. To me, it seems that the Pure Alloy and Pure Alloy Custom kind of fill a gap within the Meinl lineup, which is basically cymbals that are on the same professional level as the Byzance stuff, but these ones offer a much cleaner and brighter tone, as opposed to the dark and dirty Byzance stuff. Huge thanks to Meinl for sending all of these my way. I don't need all of these cymbals. They asked if I wanted to do a video on the Pure Alloys, and I was like, yeah, sure. I had no idea they were gonna send me like all of them. I don't know if I get to keep them, but I don't need them. So maybe I can exchange them back for like a cowbell or something.